students. How's everyone today?
Good.
Good. Did everyone have a good weekend?
Yeah.
Okay, so today what we are going to be doing is doing a task using what we already learned last week, okay? So what we learned last week, I don't know if y'all remember, is expressions of confusion and expressions of emotion. Can anyone remind me of an expression of emotion? Yes.
Anger.
Anger, yes. Also, I would like, things like I would like, I would love, I hate, which is anger, right? What about expressions of confusion? What would you say to someone if you were confused?
I don't understand.
I don't understand. That's really good. Charity?
I don't know.
I don't know. Good. What about if you're trying to get the person to explain more? What would you say?
What does that mean?
What does that mean? Perfect. You could choose one word, or you could choose the whole phrase, or you could say, could you repeat, right? Maybe they talk too fast. Sometimes I talk too fast, right? You can say, can you please repeat, right? Well, today we're going to do a task that helps you get more comfortable with using that kind of language, right? So, we are going to be pretending like we have a restaurant, right? Has anyone been to any good restaurants recently?
I went to Qdoba.
Qdoba, that's really good.
My house.
Your house. Your house can be a restaurant if your mom or someone cooks for you. Exactly. Okay, so whenever you're at a restaurant, you use those expressions, right? So you can come up and say, I would like, and then say pizza. Exactly. I would like pizza. Or I would love something. Or you can ask for the waiter's opinion, and they will give you an expression of emotion, right? So you could say, what is an enchilada? Or like, what is your favorite thing on the menu? And they would say, oh, I love the gorditas, or something like that, right? And then you would either choose whether or not you want that, okay? Also, you can use expression of confusion, right? Say you're reading a menu, and you say, I don't really know what, I don't know, someone give me an example. A hamburger. Hamburger. Say, I don't know what a hamburger is, right? What does that mean, right? What Noelle said earlier. Then the waiter would explain it and tell you what's on it and stuff like that. So today what we're going to be doing is first writing a menu, and I want you to write the menu as if you're avoiding confusion, right? So you're going to have the item, and then I want you to put some things that are on the item. It doesn't have to be all the things, right? So if you did pancakes, you could do pancakes, and then you could do like syrup and butter included or something like that. That doesn't make sense? Or hamburger, you could do bun, patty, cheese, whatever you like on your hamburger, that kind of stuff, right? But I want you all to be really creative, and I want you to decorate it, and yeah, okay, so our menu is going to have 4 things, right? First you're going to say welcome to, and you can come up with a restaurant, right? Then you're going to do an appetizer. Does anyone know what an appetizer is? It's a long word. Yes?
Chips.
Chips. Chips are an appetizer. What else?
It's the stuff you eat before your meal.
Yes, so it's the smaller stuff, right? So chips and salsa is one that's very common. Okay, an entree. Entree is a French word. Does anyone know what that means?
No.
Main dish.
Main dish, exactly. Dessert and drink. So I want you all to write these categories, and I want you to do one in each one. And it can be either your favorite food here in America, or it could be your favorite food from back home, or your favorite food that a friend introduced you to, just whatever you want, okay? So go ahead. I'm going to leave this right here so y'all can see it. You guys
You have to write the words.
No, you don't have to.
I might.
Okay, you can decide. I'll put it right here so that you can
You can't
read
touch.
it. There you go. Here's some crayons.
You will also color it.
I want it to be very colorful. Color it as much as you want. And when you say welcome to in the restaurant, a lot of times you would say blank Steiner. So you could say your name, Landon Steiner. You could say the last name. Or you could say restaurant. Or you could not say anything at all.
How do you spell Chili's?
Chili's, it's C-H-I-L-I.
Okay. Dang it.
And then apostrophe S. You could do that, just like Chili's. You could say something like that, like Noelle's. You don't even have to say Noelle Steiner, just
You
Noelle.
messed up.
Turn it on the other side. Perfect. after we finish writing our menus, we're going to share them with our neighbor, right? And you're going to pick one item on it from the other person's, right? So Noel picks one from Landon's and asks, what's this? And he's going to explain what it is and why he likes it.
Grilled cheese. How do you spell it? C-H?
I-L-I''S. You'll have about 2 minutes to do this part. Remember to be colorful. There's different colors. Yes, Micah.
How do you spell guacamole?
Guacamole. You'll have about 1 more minute. Don't worry about, if you don't want to write entree or something, just write the items and you'll know in your head. Oh, perfect. Good job. You already did it.
I have one more though.
Are you decorating it, Jaden? I love it. Oh, sorry. Your face. It scared me.
Can I use this? Stop it, distraction. Are you supposed to draw a picture of it?
You do not have to, no. Just do whatever you want. I like the different colors you're using. That's really cool. This is done, that's all. It's right there.
This is hard to think of a dessert.
Are you kidding me?
I have never had a dessert. I had
Oh my
chili.
goodness, stop. Chocolate pudding. Your favorite.
Oreos.
Oreos, perfect.
Sometimes they have
Okay guys, let's wrap up so we can go ahead and share them.
Where's the color?
Okay, so the person sitting next to you, I want you to switch menus with them, okay? And I want you to pick one thing from the other person's menu, and I want you to ask about it. And I want the other person, I want you to use expression of confusion. Why don't you do Noel? You use expression of confusion when you're asking about it, and then the person who was asked uses an expression of emotion, right? Does that make sense? So if Noelle is asking Landon, she says, what does this mean? And then he will say, oh, I love that, or that's my favorite, or something like that. Okay? Okay, go ahead. Okay.
What is on the pizza?
Cheese.
Delicious. Red ordered the pizza or just
No, you're just talking about it. Just ask questions about the menu. And Landon, I want you to use.
I can't read this.
You can't read it. That's okay. She can.
What
That's
are
that's a
brownies?
perfect expression of confusion,
It's chocolate.
right? Landon, you can say, I don't know what this says, and then she'll tell
What
you.
is a sofa?
This is mozzarella sticks. Have you ever
It's a
had
bread
those?
dessert with honey.
They're
and
cheese
sugar.
sticks and they're fried. And you
Yeah.
dip them in marinara sauce.
It's very
pizza
good.
sauce.
One of the
And then this is a
most
grilled
famous
chicken
desserts
sandwich, like
in
from Chick-fil-A.
Mexico, where I'm from.
And then this is a brookie.
Somebody
It's a
else come.
brownie and a cookie mixed together, and they
Who's
have ice
Arnold
cream on the
Palmer?
side.
Arnold Palmer is a golfer, and it's a drink that has lemonade and,
And then
sweet
this
tea
is
in it.
yeah,
It's
Arnold
very
Palmer.
good.
It's half iced
Why is
tea
it called
and then
Arnold
half lemon.
Palmer?
Because
It's
he's
very
the guy who
delicious.
made it.
It's my favorite.
Okay, I love y'all's questions. We're gonna go ahead and move on. So for this one, we're gonna take the menus that y'all already have, right? And one person is gonna stand up and be the waitress or waiter. Yes, Noelle. And then the others are gonna order from the menus they have, right? So Noelle, even though she's the waitress, she doesn't know y'all's menus, right? So what she can do is say, oh, I don't know what that is or something, and y'all can explain it to her or something. Or if you don't know what's on her menu,
Can we order from anyone?
you can order from any menu because it's just one big menu, right? If you don't know what's on her menu, then you can ask her to be like, oh, what does that mean, right? So I want you all to be talking together and trying to figure out what the different things are, right? And you can ask like, oh, whose menu is this sort of thing. Okay. So Noelle is going to get yes.
I'm still wrong.
Yeah, you can keep drawing.
Okay.
Can I order first?
Yes, you can order first. So remember, I want you to use expressions of confusion and expressions of emotion, okay? Go ahead.
Hello, what can I get for you today?
Can I get the grilled chicken sandwich?
Absolutely.
I don't like tomato or pickles. What do I do?
I can take those off for you if you want.
Okay, thank you.
What about you, sir?
Can I get the crazy garlic bread?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Is it spicy?
I don't think so. I don't know if it has any
Whose menu is it?
pepper on it. It's cherries.
Okay, Charity, is it spicy?
Not spicy.
Okay, I don't like spicy stuff.
No problem, sir. Okay, what about you, sir?
Can I get pizza and
Yeah.
french fries?
Absolutely.
Cheese pizza, please.
What about you, ma'am?
What kind of pizzas do you have?
Well, I think so far we only have cheese pizza. What kind of pizza is on yours? Or what kind of pizza do you have?
Cheese.
That's it? Perfect, I'll have a cheese pizza.
And then this one also has more pizza on cherries.
I'll take a cheese pizza.
Okay. Is that all for you today?
That's all?
Okay. Thank you.
Perfect, okay, who wants to be a waiter, waitress?
This
Landon.
is my notes.
Hey, that's good. You really don't have to. It can be just whatever. Landon, you can just fake scribble if you want.
Okay, can we switch up menus? Lando, I want
Yeah,
my
everyone
menu.
switch menus.
Next I'm having my
Noelle's chicken house.
menu.
Noelle's chicken house. Do you help doing that all?
Mine's Chili's.
Chili's.
This.
Mine is Papa's Pizzeria, which I made up myself and is not a game of Thrones.
Just a minute.
Interesting.
It's too big.
Just pretend it's fine. You want me to tie it?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Do you remember how to order? Or how to ask for an order? You start with a question. Do you remember what that question is whenever you're asking for an order? So you go up to Charity and what do you ask her?
What would you like?
That's perfect. Good job.
Is it my thing?
Mhm.
Can I get the crunchy beef tacos?
Yes.
Can you tell me what is on the crunchy beef tacos?
Tiger?
There's beef and lettuce and tomatoes.
Can I have no tomatoes, please?
Yes.
And can you give me cheese?
Yes.
Thank you.
Tiger?
Can I have the dessert Oreos?
Yes. Is that it?
Can I have a little side of ice cream that goes with it?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Could I get the brownies and could I get whipped cream and strawberries on it?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much.
What's a brookie?
It's a brownie and a cookie together.
Together?
Mhm.
Is it yummy?
It's really good.
Do you like it?
And it has ice cream on the side.
I would like a brookie.
Okay.
Perfect.
That
Good
it?
job. Everyone give a round of applause. Oh, look at that. That's perfect. Okay, so we are going to move on to wrap up. So,
Charity wants me to sit server.
Charity wants to be the server. You all want to do one more time?
Yes.
Okay, Charity can do it one more time.
This one the noises. I'm taking this one.
No, I already have.
Charity, you want to come get the apron?
Chicken nuggets.
Where's the chicken?
Where's the chicken sandwich? I really want it.
Wait, I want to see that.
Yeah, you can
No,
both
no,
go
no.
too.
But I'm just seeing what's on it.
Is there hamburger buns? What's your menu? What's your menu? I would like an Arnold Palmer.
I was just looking.
Hi, what can I get for you today? I would like an Arnold Palmer.
What else can I get you?
That's all. Sarah, what can I get you?
Can I have a grilled chicken sandwich?
Of course.
And I don't really like y'all's special sauce, so can I just have ketchup?
Of course.
What can I get you today?
Can I get a large pizza and a sweet tea?
Would you like any toppings on that one, pizza?
Cheese.
Cheese? Okay. What
Can I get a big order of chips and salsa?
a big order? Okay.
And is the salsa spicy or regular?
The salsa is regular. Would you like it spicy?
I would like it very spicy.
If I get a plate of fries for the table, would you eat some? I know you would eat. Let's get a plate of fries.
Okay, a plate of fries. All right. I know you guys would eat the fries. Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness. Did everyone have fun?
Yes!
Okay, so I have a surprise. Next week,
Toys?
we're going to go to a restaurant together and order.
Can I get
So-
the Arnold Palmer?
Depends on what restaurant. That's the other thing. Y'all have to decide
Um,
next week, okay, where we're gonna go, and I'm gonna get us signed up for it and everything. So it's gonna be super fun. I want y'all to remember those expressions that you use, right? So if someone comes up and asks you what you want, don't freeze if you don't know what's on the menu. Don't get stressed out if you didn't hear what they said, because remember, what are the expressions of confusion that we can use?
Can you repeat
Can you
that?
repeat? Exactly. So say I'm talking like this and I really want this. What do you want? What do you think you want? Do you want an Arnold Palmer? What? And then what would you say?
repeat?
Exactly. And maybe you would say something else. What would you say to get me to repeat it in a way
Can
that'll
you
help you?
repeat that slower?
Slower. Perfect. Good job. Okay, what about expressions of emotion, right? You want to make a connection with the people that you talk to, right? Even if it's just a waiter or waitress. So, how would you use expressions of emotion? Yes.
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
Are we actually going to a restaurant?
We can go to the restaurant. Yes.
You could ask them to marry you.
Oh, that is very extreme. I would say something more like, I love that. Thank you for that recommendation.
you.
Okay. Okay, y'all did really good. I want y'all to keep your student handouts that I handed you out earlier. They have useful vocab for you to go over, right? And you can even practice with your family or practice with a partner at home so that you can be prepared for next week whenever we do this in real life. Okay, thank you guys so much. Oh, I also wanted to do some encouragement. I loved all of your menus. I loved how creative they were, and I loved how we had fun today. And that's what learning another language is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about having fun. Perfect. I love yours, Micah. I love all the pictures. Okay, I will see y'all next week. Think about what restaurant you want to go to.
Oh,
I want to go to Chick-fil-A.